All right, we are back with Chucky Hessong with the K-State Extension Service, and I've got the beef sizzling here in front of me. It's about ready to go.
We are going to add some garlic. So we have 3 cloves of garlic, and Ashley off air was like, "Oh, didn't know how you." So I smashed that garlic peel. It's Ashley. She was really impressed with my skills.
Her name is Erin.
Oh, Erin. Sorry, I said Erin earlier.
Ashley's our director. Yeah.
Well, we said Ashley. I can't get it straight. Okay, a couple tablespoons of
Worcestershire sauce.
I always make you say that one.
Worcestershire sauce. Worcestershire sauce. How do you want to say it?
Well, I want you to say it. That's how I want it.
My husband makes fun of me every time I say it.
Let's see, a teaspoon of dried rosemary, which is not something I use a lot of, and so this is new. You know how you have a tendency to cook with the same things over and over and over?
I'm finding at this point you need to actually stir this because it will burn to your pot if you don't.
2 bay leaves, and I'm going to keep you from burning now. So
okay, thank you.
We have 1 cup, and actually it calls for 3, so I'm going to, this is exact science here.
A little beef broth.
3 cups of beef broth. And this is kind of important because if you don't get enough in there, it'll burn to the bottom of your pot when you're cooking in the oven. So if you get into the cooking time and realize that it's drying up a little bit, you can always add a little more. Okay, so I have a terrible scoop for this, but you want 2 tablespoons. And this is one of those funny little things where you always have this little bit of a leftover. So you can always freeze the little
You only need 2 tablespoons.
2 tablespoons.
Okay.
Tomato paste, and that adds such nice richness to it. So it's a good thing.
I find that when you just cover it and put it in the fridge, it's going to mold before you use it again.
Well, you really should
just freeze it.
Store it in the can anyway. So you really should put it in a little.
Put it in a different container.
Put it in little ice trays, and you can freeze it.
I'm so bad.
Yeah.
Right.
All right. So then the last thing we're going to do is add our potatoes, carrots, and onions. Throw it all in there.
Oh my goodness, this is going to be amazing.
And last but not least, the important step is putting the lid on it.
Oh, so this is a covered one?
This is a covered.
What do you cook it at?
300 degrees, in the oven, 300 degrees for 5 hours.
I can't remember the last thing I cooked at 300 degrees. 5 hours?
Yes, and if you, so, like we like the crock pot idea because we can be gone at work all day and then come back home. So if you want it to go all day long and your oven's not programmable, sometimes, like mine's programmable and then it'll just keep it warm. So you can back off the temperature if you need to. 225, 250 are also safe cooking temperatures. Back it down and then you can cook it the whole day while you're gone.
Okay, now is this something that you need to take out and stir every now and then, or just let it go?
Leave it alone.
Okay, and if you've already burned it to the pot, then who cares, right?
Whatever.
Okay, so here is our final dish. I'm so excited to try this. Everyone's thinking about the new year and staying strong and healthy. Oops, I just gave you the name. You guys have a program coming up that you've done in the past.
Stay Healthy for 60 plus. It's a weightlifting program, a strength training program for those who are 60 plus. We are doing it in Pittsburgh at the Pittsburgh Nazarene Church. Registration called the Girard office, 724-8233. And it starts February 14th. We go for 2 months, about 2 months time, and we do a pre-assessment, post-assessment. It's amazing to see the results. So.
This is delicious.
It's good, isn't it?
It's really good. A lot of flavors. It's very rich.
It is.
I like it.
Make sure you take your bay leaf out. Don't eat that. So when you at the end.
Thank you for doing that for me.
I took yours out. You won't eat it.
All right. Well, thank you so much for coming in. We're going to have you back in a couple weeks. Maybe a breakfast recipe or something like that?
Yeah, we are going to do a breakfast recipe. I think we're going to do breakfast quesadillas, I think, next.
Breakfast case. Oh, my goodness. I'm excited.
Okay. The camera people are like, oh, so great. It's a good day to be here.
All right. Well, we are going to be back to close out the show. Thank you so much, and Happy New Year, Chucky.
Happy New Year.